So the three parts that I'm going to paint that are going to go on the car this coming week are going to be the front skid plate, the little bracket that holds the strut thing that holds up the hood. You guys know what I'm talking about, can't think of it at the moment. And then we got this metal cover here that covers some sort of cable system in the car. I'm going to paint them gloss black because I think it's going to look fantastic on the car. I've been painting all the bolts and brackets gloss black so it'll look brand new. Soaked all the bolts in vinegar to get all the rust off. I've also degreased them. And now we're ready to paint. So we're just gonna put them in the cup here and we're gonna spray some paint in here and they should look pretty new. I just try to get them, you know, coated. I've noticed from doing this previously that you can't just spray paint in there and toss them around because the paint's not gonna be able to coat every single surface. So you'll toss them around and then we'll have to spray more paint in there, toss them around again, and then spray more paint in there until they're all fully coated. Here's all the bolts painted. I even went to the store and got some washers because this bolt here has a washer and these three don't. The reason why I got that is, well, if we take one that doesn't have a washer on it and we go over to the skid plate, you'll see why I got washers specifically. So this is the hole. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's like wear marks right here. And if we put the bolt in, you'll see it's not too much bigger than the hole itself. So the bolt tends to move around like this, which doesn't really hold the skid plate totally securely. So what I did is I got some washers, so it should extend out much further and hold it in very tightly. Just to keep things organized, I laid out the bolts by the sizes because all of the bolts are different sizes. You got, I believe this is a 12, then you got a, what is this, a 13, and then you have a 15. Finally, we have the grille, the front bumper, and the skid plate back on the car, all looking brand new. I mean, it looks awesome, I think. Here's the black cover I painted the other day. I ended up having to respray it because there was a chemical on here, so when I did spray it, there was leaving like bubbles or areas where the paint was not sticking. On the back of this, you can see there's like little white specks and everything. That is a chemical that is on there. I'm not going to paint the back because you won't see it. Now, I don't know if my 99 came with one of these boxes from the factory because mine currently does not have a box covering this component right here. But for whatever reason, my 96 Montero did. So I took the cover off of that car, I painted it, and that's the one you just saw. It's the cover that I'm going to be putting on this car because I figured, well, this one has it, this one doesn't. I'm not keeping that one, I'm keeping this one. So let's put it on this car. But it was just steel. I don't really like the look of it, so I want it to be black so you don't see any of this. I want it to just be focused on the engine when you pop the hood. There's only two bolts that hold the cover on, and I painted them both black because it'll preserve them and it'll make it look much cleaner in the engine bay. It's a little bit dirty. It's got like a bunch of like dirt and dust and sand on it. I'm not going to use any cleaning products just because I will go and clean up the engine bay at a later time. So I just want to dust it off real quick, you know, get it mostly cleaned off, just like the big stuff like the dirt and everything. I don't really care about the grease, so I'd say that's good enough. I think there was a cover on here at one point, and I'm not sure why it's not on here anymore. If we look at the side of this box, you can see there's an outline from where this cover used to go. So I don't know why somebody took that off and did not put it back on, but at least we have one to put on the car. So it should, the tension should just hold it on here. And let's hope I don't drop this bolt, because that'll go into an abyss of somewhere. Painting it black was definitely the way to go because I wanted it to be unnoticeable. And when you're standing back and looking at the engine bay, you can't even see it. You don't even pay attention to it. It's not even like one of the first things that you see. Yeah, it's nice, black and shiny, but you don't even notice it. which is exactly what we were going for. And gloss black, oh yeah, way better than matte black. So there we go. Not only did we get the black box cover installed, we also sanded down the rod here that holds up the hood. We painted the bracket and the bolts, so now it looks brand new. Really nice looking. So much better than that all corroded and old, oily, greasy rod. This one's actually straight. The other one was actually kind of bent. And we also got the skid plate mounted on the car. Oh, it looks fantastic. It's a little bit bright. Let's come over here so we can get a better glimpse at it. There we go. Still bright, but looking really good. You got the black, and silver, so it's like kind of like an Oreo cookie. You got the black cookie at the bottom, the cream, and then the black grill. Looks fantastic. Black and silver seems to be like a repeating color combination on this car. The black skid plate, the silver and chrome bumper, silver and black grill, silver and like chromey silver black rod, and the black cover there. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more Montero videos in the future, make sure to subscribe to Phinys Garage. But until next time, I will see you later. Have an awesome day.